Right now on the Pix 11 Morning News at 7, Adams vows to fight back.
The point person is Eric Adams. I'm the mayor of the city of New York.
Indicted on 5 federal corruption charges, the city mayor standing firm in his innocence.
Adams saying he will fight and continue to run the city of New York despite being targeted by federal forces.
Why some New Yorkers feel it's the wrong move.
This man is being targeted because of his illegal activities.
What's next for the city as the mayor stares down a possible 45 years behind bars? The Pix 11 Morning News at 7 starts right now.
Right now on the Pix 11 Morning News, an early morning fire tears through a bakery in Brooklyn. The heavy flames trapping a first responder inside. At least 3 neighboring residents were also hurt. We're live on that scene with the latest on their conditions. Plus, almost 5 dozen school districts on Long Island testing positive for lead in their drinking water. This morning, parents are demanding answers from school officials who say they're working on a plan to make sure kids are safe to sit. And a new Grand Central, the historic station set to undergo a major overhaul, and the MTA says it's getting big businesses to fit the bill. Pix 11 Morning News at 6 starts right now.
Live from Pix Plaza on 42nd Street, it's the Pix 11 Morning News.
We continue to follow that breaking news out of the Bronx at a deadly apartment fire.
That's right. The smoky blaze so far claiming the life of one person. This is along Burke Avenue in the Allerton section of the Bronx. Pix 11's Justin Finch live at the scene this morning following all of the updates. Justin.
Good morning. That's right. This fire sadly turning deadly here, claiming one lifer at this Burke Avenue building. As you can see behind us here, the fire was largely contained to that left-hand 4th floor corner there. As you can see, lights are on in surrounding units this morning. And now to the effort to quash this fire here. Firefighters launching ladders to spray water on smoke billowing from 4th floor windows at this Eastchester Gardens apartment building. The FDNY saying it was alerted about the fire around 3:13 this morning. Fire officials confirming one person died from injuries suffered overnight. And now to another look at the response on the 1100 block of Burke Avenue here. As firefighters were attacking flames, others found that victim, who was later pronounced dead, here at the scene. Some 60 firefighters and emergency medical personnel and a dozen units responding to this NYCHA complex fire, and again bringing it under control just before 4 o'clock this morning. And looking live, as you can see here, that fire once more largely contained to that 4th level, pretty much all black on that wing where that fire was impacted. Officials not yet releasing the name of that person who was killed here overnight. We have also no reports, thankfully, of any other firefighters or civilians who were injured in this fire here. We are awaiting word, though, from the Red Cross about displacements because of this fire. The fire marshal also now looking into what was the cause. We're live here in Allerton. Justin Finch, Pix 11 News. Back inside to you.
All right, Justin, thank you. So many prayers for that family. 6:05, now to a developing story. Police have released a person of interest in the sexual assault of a 15-year-old girl in Central Park.
That person has not been charged. Police telling us the girl reported being sexually assaulted Sunday around 6:30 at night. Authorities saying the attack happening near East Drive and West 110th Street. The teen was treated at the hospital for her injuries. The NYPD first taking a man into custody as a person of interest, but then releasing him without charges. Meanwhile, a bloody and bizarre discovery has investigators scrambling for answers this morning.
A baby is dead and a mother charged with murder. Sources tell Pix 11 the baby didn't show any clear signs of trauma but was unresponsive when cops arrived to the home on 157th Street in Jamaica, Queens yesterday afternoon. The baby and mom were found in the bathroom. The 15-month-old's mother was all bloody. She had slashes to her wrist. A blade was also discovered at the scene. Neighbors say that they heard the woman screaming inside the home before the incident.
I've heard screaming, but I hear screaming from like the right all the time. I'm not gonna lie. They're fighting, like somebody's fighting with her, but I could only hear her voice clearly. The other voice did sound like a man.
The mother has been identified as 28-year-old Nicole Budhai. She's now facing charges of murder and endangering the welfare of a child. The medical examiner working to determine the child's cause of death. Meanwhile, police say they do have a suspect in custody for a slashing on the subway. It happened at the 53rd Street station in Sunset Park, Brooklyn, around 1 yesterday afternoon. Police saying there was an argument, then the suspect slashed the victim. That victim taken to the hospital with multiple cuts to his body. 26-year-old Caleb Polidor has been arrested on suspicion of assault, menacing, and harassment. And a teenager who nearly lost her life after a Sweet 16 party erupted in gunfire is now on the road to recovery. Nubia Mann was an innocent bystander. She was shot 3 times in a mass shooting in Brooklyn on December 14th, twice in the torso, once in the leg. Mann is the niece of A.T. Mitchellman, the city's first appointed gun violence prevention czar.
It could have killed my niece. They have more access to a gun than they do a job or they do an education.
When the ambulance came, I remember saying, I didn't want to die.
Surveillance video showing the 2 shooters firing wildly from a street corner. So far, no arrests have been made. Mann discharged from the hospital yesterday afternoon on her own 16th birthday.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams and Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch are touting a decrease in crime numbers across the 5 boroughs. They say more than 25,000 illegal guns have been removed from city streets. Adams says there's been a record low number of shootings for the 12th straight month. Shootings are actually down 55%, homicides down 35%.
And the numbers don't lie. Clearly, the numbers do not lie. And today I'm announcing another important milestone. 25,000 illegal guns have been removed from our streets since the start of this administration 4 years ago, including 1,600 ghost guns. Those are the guns that are being made using 3D printing and other forms of assembly.
The mayor also attributes the decrease in these violent crimes to the upstream efforts of violence interrupters. Adams also honored them with keys to the city.
Well, millions of women across the country rely on braiding hair as part of their summer protective styles. However, new reports suggest that some of the synthetic extensions used in salons could be exposing them to toxic chemicals.
Yeah, some new reports recently uncovered alarming findings. They say several synthetic braiding hair brands tested positive for formaldehyde and other harmful chemicals, some of which are linked to respiratory issues and even cancer. Now, many Black women are disproportionately impacted, often wearing braids most of their life.
Yeah, and I know it's part of your summer look 2024.
No, it was last year.
Okay, so there are some safer options out there, and joining us right now is the founder of Rebundle, a company offering one of those cleaner alternatives, Sierra Imani May. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi, thank you guys for having me. All right, talk about the timing, because it's pretty good timing that this happened, but your brand actually started before all of this. What makes your brand different, Rebundle?
Yeah, I started working on this in 2019, and we launched in 2021, well before the reports came out. But what we were solving for and continue to solve for is a world in which scalp irritation and a risk to your safety while wearing braids is non-existent. Our products are made out of banana fiber, so they are itch-free, non-toxic, and biodegradable after use.
How big of a problem is the sort of chemicals that we're finding in other braiding products right now, like formaldehyde and such?
This is a really big problem. We had found that 1 in 3 wearers were experiencing some form of discomfort or irritation with the products prior to the study coming out. And the study confirmed that 9 out of 10 of the products tested were positive for things such as lead. And we also know that based on that study, there are VOCs that are released when the product is heated, i.e. dipped in hot water, like it is very commonly practiced at the end of a style. So it should be concerning not only to people who wear their hair in braids, but very importantly to the people who install the braids, braiders and hair professionals.
I love how you pointed out that some of the synthetic hair can cause scalp irritation, because there's nothing worse than sitting and just doing this all day because it's itching.
But that's just like the Beyonce.
Like Beyonce. Yeah, but not in a good way.
No,
not in a good
your
way.
head is itching and you don't want to mess it up by
I thought
scratching
it was part of Get Me Bodied.
Yeah.
Talk about banana fibers. How did you come up with this, that would work?
So back in 2019, when I was wearing my hair in braids pretty consistently with synthetic hair, I was experiencing that scalp irritation and had questions about what was causing the irritation and what the relationship was between the material itself, the plastic, and the topical dermatitis that I was experiencing. So I started to research other alternatives and other fiber types that may be in the market to be used as an alternative. And I found some YouTube videos of women in Africa using sisal and banana fiber, and figured out how we could, one, develop that supply chain so that we could access it and provide that product as an alternative to our customers, primarily here in the States. We also have customers in the UK and Canada and a few other countries.
So let's talk about that, because part of the problem is accessibility. And a lot of people will go to some of the products that are toxic to them because it's less expensive.
They're easy accessible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's kind of a stronghold on the market, the hair market.
Yeah. That goes without saying, but in any market where innovation takes place, it will take time for price point to match what customers would expect and the availability to match that as well. But we've made a lot of good progress by bringing our price point down to $36 last year. We also retail with beauty supply stores across the country as well as a few in the UK. So we're getting to a point where the product is becoming more accessible, making some great strides now that Consumer Reports has sort of pushed the market in our direction, and we have really high hopes for what this summer could mean for the brand and for our customers.
You mentioned having contact dermatitis with the synthetic braiding hair. What has been people's response to using yours, the Rebundle?
It's really transformational for a lot of customers who either completely gave up braids because they couldn't stand the scalp irritation, haven't worn braids in years, and a lot of our customers are finding that there's the piece that they are looking for when they wear a protective style, actually feeling like their hair is protected and that it's hydrated as well. Our products are very well known for feeling very soft and having your hair feel soft while it's installed, which is an added benefit to using a product like banana fiber because it's hydrophilic, meaning it absorbs the moisture. So it also moisturizes your hair in the process.
So it's not dry. That's great.
It's not going to dry your hair out like the synthetic.
Oh, interesting. All right. Sierra, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Really appreciate it.
And you can learn more about where to buy Rebundle at rebundle.com and on Instagram, TikTok at rebundle.co. Thank you again.
Beautiful view of the East River right there on this Friday. So we've been spotlighting all month long the achievements, resilience, and contributions of women across several industries.
Yeah, today we're joined by someone who embodies that spirit. Ashley Capri, she's a model, actress, designer, dancer, and now an entrepreneur.
Are you Jamaican?
Guyanese.
Oh, because you got all them titles.
You know.
Caribbean folks, we do it like that.
You do what you got to do.
Exactly.
All right, well, we're going to be talking about your latest venture, the Black Creative Nexus. First of all, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Appreciate
Thank you guys for having me. I'm so excited.
All right, let's jump right in. You've been with the Brooklyn Nets dance team for 10 seasons. Is that 10 years?
Yes, it's my 10th season. It is my 10th season with the Nets.
Congratulations.
10 seasons as a dancer, and I started being the costume designer and the costume manager in 2019. So I've been dually working both roles.
Who could win a dance-off, you or Ellie?
Ooh, I'm not battling Ellie. I want no smoke with Ellie. I want no smoke with Ellie. That's my girl. I've designed a couple costumes for Ellie, too.
Really?
Yeah.
She's become a fashion icon now.
She is. She is. She's that girl.
And you're designing for her. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the Black Creatives Nexus. What exactly is it? How did this come about?
So the Black Creatives Nexus, I actually started that initiative for Black History Month. I wanted to start just an overall Creatives Nexus event because in my 15 years as being a dancer, a model, and just working on sets, I don't always see people of color, or it's like very scarce. So I just wanted to create a space to where I could bring together Black creatives, brown creatives that I've worked with over my 15 years in the industry, and bring everybody together so that they can collaborate, network, work on passion projects together, work on future projects for their professions together, and just have a really organic and safe space for New York City creatives.
I know someone who will be at your next one.
Yeah.
And you're really big at your creatives collaborating. So what have people been able to get from those collaborations with the Black?
I think Well, the Black Creatives Nexus events, that was just for Black History Month. So moving forward, it'll just be the Creatives Nexus event. I'm going to open it up to, I just really want to highlight Black creatives for February. That was really important to me because I'm a Black woman. I'm a Black creative. And yeah, I just want to get rid of that scarcity mindset that there's not enough jobs in New York City, that there's not enough creatives and talent in New York City. Like, there's actually so much talent, so many creatives in the city. And it was great to bring together all these people from my different walks of life from when I first started out in my career up until now. So I had people from literally, even Toni, the producer, I danced with her in 2009 on Nathan Trice's project. We were contemporary dancers. So it's like, that is a prime example of a creative nexus collaboration.
So sort of like a full circle moment for so many. But it's not an easy task to become an entrepreneur, especially as a Black woman. What sort of obstacles did you face and how did you overcome them?
Definitely finances. I'm completely self-funded.
Okay.
And I think people just assume because I work so hard to create the content and create my campaigns and create my editorials, but everything is funded from me. Everything is funded from my hard work and all the 50 million jobs that I have. Also just getting the exposure. A lot of times with the algorithms and social media, like your things get pushed to the back burner. So just finding creative ways to make my brand seen, but also make it organic. And I think working with so many Black and brown creatives on my sets and women, that is like my goal for my production sets, Black, brown, and women. Just feeling great about that space and having people give me input of like, I've never worked on a set like this with this energy and with just all Black and brown creatives. Like, it was all very foreign to a lot of people that I worked with.
Being that you have so many titles, what advice would you have to people out there who feel like maybe they have so much talent, but maybe they have to focus on one thing?
I think I focused on one thing. I focused on dance. Like, dance is what opened the doors to everything. Dance was my passion, and it kind of literally naturally ricocheted into everything else that I'm doing. So I feel like if you have one thing that you're passionate about, one thing that you love, like, you can put your energy into that, but you can also dually see where that can take you in other creative ways. I'm a creative problem solver, so even me doing costumes for the Nets came out of an organic need. It wasn't like they asked me to do it. They created the role for me because I just wanted to be helpful, and I wanted my teammates to feel comfortable. I wanted to feel comfortable. I wanted to look fly on court with my teammates.
Well, you do, and you're looking fly today.
Yeah, thank you.
Who's your basketball team?
Brooklyn Nets.
All right,
if people want to find out more about you and other projects that you're working on, what should they do?
You guys can follow me on Instagram, @OhMyCapriSun. I also have my business Instagram page, which is _CapriSwim_.
All right. Thank you so much for being here with us. Really appreciate it. And we would love for the Nets to win a game.
Yes, we're gonna win games. We're gonna win.
They're gonna win. Gee. You don't even know Beyonce. This Black History Month, we are encouraging you to not just buy Black, but support locally owned and operated brands and businesses.
Yeah, so to cap off the month, we're doing just that. Joined now by the owners of a new game that has its roots deep in the soil of the city and the culture.
Soil. Yes.
Welcome to the show, Keith and Elisa, creators of the Aight So Boom game. Boom. And if you don't know, now you know. I like that.
Okay, well, here's one, like, boom.
Boom.
What movie is that one?
Why Did I Get Married?
Yeah.
She dropped that bomb.
And the actress?
Tasha Smith.
Because he knows her. He's best friends with her twin sister.
Okay, well, I'm glad I got that. I'm glad I got that.
Welcome, both of you, to the show.
Thank you.
All right, so this card game we've already started. It's unlike,
it's fun.
One that people may have played before. What kind of inspired this?
Well, so we had, during the pandemic, an escape room that we built in our apartment for my birthday. And during that, I had a similar type of game. And Keith looked at me and he said, we can actually build this. We can create a game and make it about Black culture, really something that we enjoy. And so from there, with his support and, just our creativity and our love of bringing people together and celebrating Black culture, we said, let's create a game.
You
Why
said,
not?
All right, then.
Right, exactly.
So boom.
All right, so boom. Right.
I mean, we ain't got nothing else to do. I already built an escape room.
Exactly. And so from there, we just came up with all the words. I had my Excel spreadsheet.
Oh, that's great.
And we took off from there. And
Have you guys done a game before? Made a game before?
No.
This is the first.
This is the first of
time.
many.
Yeah.
How is it played?
All right, so boom, right? So there's a dare card. So you have like your dared pile, your dare pile, and then there's also your guessing cards.
Okay.
So you take turns. You can play as a group, or you can play in teams. Right?
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, your goal is to guess the card at the top. Without basically you're explaining it, right? You're explaining the card at the top without mentioning any of the other names. Right?
It seems like a more soulful taboo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Taboo with roots. Okay.
Absolutely.
So are we playing against each other?
I got one for all of us. So
Yes, let's do
when somebody's valid, we say, all right, you're invited to the
cookout.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Got a point.
Nice. Wait, is it my turn? So much pressure. Oh my gosh.
Lisa, let's ask you, what has been people's reaction to the game?
Oh my gosh, they love it.
Yeah. Okay.
We started playing with family and friends just to get it out there to see kind of how they would respond to it. And from there, people have just been like, this is something that we need. And the added, kind of level of competitiveness, with the dare cards. And there is a drinking component if you do, indulge. But, people have just loved the space that is created while playing this game.
I like this one. Not 420, but...
I kind of saw it, so it doesn't.
Roll up.
Am I really bad at this?
Is it roll up?
It's a roll up. Marijuana.
That's legal now.
All right, I got one. This is you, Candace.
Okay.
Whenever you see somebody and you're overly factuated, I'd be like, man, you so...
Thirsty.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I played this before. That's all I played this before.
That is true. No, she's just real. Thirst is often real for me. She knows this. All right, Tom Brady is the
GOAT.
Yeah, there you go.
Or Simone Biles. Keith, if people are interested in finding the game, where do they find it?
They can go to isoboomgame.com. We're also, that's the same tag for Instagram and all the platforms, TikTok as well.
All right.
We actually have a promo code for Pix11. If they go on our website Pix11, they can get 15% off.
All right.
Look, okay, this is one between us. When I don't want to get into things, we be over there. I'm just sipping my tea. And
drinking my water.
Yes!
All right. Let's head on over to G.
Thank you, guys. Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.